Good. I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
It's gotta be.
Because Daphne shouldn't be back.
I know.
I gotta start, so just come back when you can. Turn your mic off.
Okay.
We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Flipside. I'm Sam.
And I'm Jessie.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so there was some. Brian is here first. Brian from Gaming with ADHD. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, morning, everyone. Finally, I have no plans today, so I can stick around for the entire chat.
That's lovely. I love that you're hanging out with us.
David says, sorry in advance.
Oh, that's just mean.
And then Vanessa says, wow, David. And then Tom says, David is filling in until Eric shows up.
Valid.
Yeah, that works. Wirecast was down. It would not stream. Kept giving me this not connected little flashing red light, and I couldn't do it, so I had to restart, and that's why we're late.
It's my fault. Blame me. Please just blame me.
Not her fault.
I'm
stupid Wirecast. You could hear us, but couldn't see us.
Oh, that's funny.
But also hear Sam as well, because yeah, I started the chat before I turned off.
That's funny.
The audio, because I had 3 or 4 things going through my head. I hear things. Brian says, trying to stream a Zoom meeting and this at the same time, Doug says.
Oof, that's a lot of brain power.
Tom says, I hear those voices also. I thought my doctor cured me of that. ASM Flipside. No, that is not correct. Intruder. No intruder. There they are. Yay, technology. So, who was the intruder?
It was Daphne. But wait. She left this morning to drive Dante to his music performance today. He has 2 music performances, 1 wind ensemble and 1 solo ensemble performance. And they are judged and graded to get to state level. So she came back because Dante forgot his music. And being the loving, sweet, kind, patient sister that she
I don't believe she was any of that this morning. I can almost, with a very accurate degree of certainty, that there was not kindness, patience, or love
I was trying to be positive.
In that
she came and got his music
exchange.
For him and took it back to school.
Yeah.
It will be there on time.
I'm pretty sure if she had the window rolled down on between the school and here,
So he could hear her yelling at him?
Sailors would be blushing along the street. I
I mean,
would bet my
I'm not
last
super
dollar.
thrilled at the boy either, but I didn't have to drive home. I am missing his performance to be with you guys today, though.
Yeah, one of his performances.
We're going to go to the other one.
Yeah.
Wind Ensemble is amazing, but I'm excited for his solo, so...
A few of us were hanging out in chat during the Dice Tower Flash Marathon last night. It was a lot of fun. We got snow in Tacoma. People are freaking out, Blake said. Sam, we have a new poop-themed game for you. It involves pooping donkeys.
Oh, well.
I'm sure Z was on top of that with his donkey juice phrase or song. Is it? It's a song. He sings a song about donkey juices.
Worked with him, not I.
Yeah. Pooh was an amazing game. Is that just what it's called? Pooh? I'm looking it up.
Winnie the?
Pooh, donkey, poop. I'm sure that's going to be an interesting Google search.
Why are you...
Donkey poo pictures.
No,
Not clicking that link.
No. Why do people put this up?
Donkey droppings, royalty-free images.
No.
I'm not clicking any of this.
Don't even search it. Do the game.
Everything you've ever wanted to know about donkey poop.
Nothing.
Help! Donkey with runny, mushy poop.
Oh, stop right there. Do not even read another thing out loud. Stop. That's super gross.
Spreading donkey and horse poop.
Put the game.
Did you know that one mammoth, donkey, or horse
No, don't read whatever he's
of
got. I don't want to know
1,200
it.
pounds can poop 4 to 13 times a day?
Yes, actually, I do, because I've cleaned stalls.
Wow! That's a lot of poop,
Yeah,
folks.
I've cleaned stalls. It's a lot.
Watch as a donkey
No, stop.
unexpectedly takes a poop
No.
while visitors are around.
No. Oh my gosh. Can you just search board game in your search line?
This was a lot more fun,
Louise.
though.
It made me sweat.
That's funny. Board game, finally. Jeez. There we go. It literally says poop. There's a monkey that looks like he's about to throw his poop. Don't step in it. Llama poop. Poo-apocalypse. Poop tracks. Poo the card game. Pick and poo. I mean,
I'm going to have to take his computer away.
Poo-poo pets.
No, stop. I'm going to
is-
have to take his computer away. It will sit over here now.
How
I will
to
not-
assemble monkey see, monkey poo. I'm pretty sure you just feed it something.
No. I think he needs to be removed from this. So what is
This is one I need to send Eric Summerer. Poo curling. That needs to happen. It's only $15. Poo curling. Eric loves curling as a sport. He needs to have this in his possession.
Then make it happen. Send it
It
to
will
him.
be a token
I think you
Flipside
should.
gift.
You should do that.
I'm
But you
gonna
should
do
not ever search what you just searched, ever.
that. I think it was well worth it.
I
I'm
think
pretty
I
sure,
actually started sweating,
I'm
you
pretty
guys.
sure
Oh
the
my gosh.
entertainment value was quite
Only
well.
the fact that I'm like,
See?
stop sweating.
This is why we show up, Tom says.
You,
It has a Spanish name.
what is
Los
the name?
Memphos?
I don't know.
Los Memphos?
MEMFOS?
Losmophos. Los Memphos.
Nothing shows up.
I'll put in board game. Let's see. Oh, Los Memphos. Does that mean anything?
I don't know that word.
Don't know that word. Los Memphos. Why are they looking like they're about to eat something? Probably. Oh, yep, there's a pooping donkey. Definitely a pooping donkey.
So we didn't have donkeys. We had burros on my farm.
So what, pray tell, is the difference between a donkey and a burro?
And is their breeding and who can procreate with other ones and stuff. Burros are their own thing. They are.
So they're the...
And they also have, technically, if you want to be biblical, they say Mary rode on the back of a donkey. It wasn't a donkey, it was actually a burro. And that's why the story goes that the burro has the line across their shoulders. It's from where the water broke. I'm just saying, in the burro world, we had burros. Donkeys are bigger, donkeys are taller,
But
but we had burros.
I'm actually more concerned about the fact that
I'm scooting closer, I'm so
the
far away.
question of do burros and donkeys poop the same?
It all looks the same.
Well, then there's no difference then.
Well, I've seen it
Because
all.
we're talking about pooping donkeys here, people, and look at this. Look at
No,
this.
no, I don't want to look. You have to show it on your screen.
The donkey is pooping out the pieces that you have to use in the game, so you're literally handling donkey poop in this game.
Put a picture of it on there. I'm not.
See, that's you playing the game 10 years ago.
That actually does look like me. Well, maybe more than 10 years. I don't think I looked quite like that 10 years ago.
This is Rudiger Dorn and Maya Dorn. So this looks like a Maja.
Father-daughter.
Maja, maybe it's a father-daughter. I know who Rudiger Dorn is, so I'm just assuming that Maya or Maja, yeah, I'm assuming it's Maya, is, okay, well, there you have it.
I guess we will get that and play it.
Los Mampos. Poo curling, is that a game? It is.
I can't.
Absolutely is.
You need to
I
share
saw
your
it.
screen.
I can't, well, not right now. I wasn't expecting to be entertained by Sam searching poo. See, Brian? You just never know what's going to happen. It's magic. Oh, it's magic. Poo. Yeah.
Stop, you can't sing songs on.
Yes, I can. There's a certain, a number of seconds.
That was enough.
Yeah, that was it. Hey, how about you tell us about what has been going on for the last month in your world? You imply making it through the last month was a challenge.
It was a challenge.
Well, actually, it's been a little bit more than a month.
We've been going since Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But
that's pretty much, we sat back and talked about it a few nights ago, and we have been go since Thanksgiving.
Yep.
With a number of good things. Don't get me wrong. This isn't complaining. It's just a stark realization of hard fact that we've just been go for since Thanksgiving. So we're going on almost over 2 months now. We've just been boom, 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 boom.
But now we're back to normal.
That was during a Christmas break as well. So
everything is great.
Yeah, but it's all good stuff. So starting with Thanksgiving, we traveled down to North Carolina to visit my second oldest son, his wife, and our new grandbaby. Well, their baby, our grandbaby, you know. Anyway, me and Jess and Aiden went down and visited them for Thanksgiving week. We were there for 8 days? 8, something like that. 8 days with them, with traveling days on either end. So it was about a 10-day trip. And we came back home on Monday the 3rd. Tuesday the 4th, maybe that's a little bit off. Monday
the 5th. I think we signed on the 5th.
Well, we were supposed to sign on the 4th, but the paperwork didn't show up until the 5th. So the 5th was Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we came back on Monday the 3rd. We were supposed to sign papers on our new home. On the 4th, paperwork didn't show up. So we had to wait until the 5th to do that. So the paperwork got signed on the 5th. We didn't get the keys until literally
in the evening.
5 minutes before the furniture delivery person got here on Thursday to deliver our couch that we had just bought because we left the other couch out at the old house. So, and then
we moved.
Friday we did some stuff. Saturday we moved in, and really Thursday, the contractor we had hired, good friend of ours, Scott, here in town, he started Thursday, right after the couch was delivered, prepping our kitchen to be renovated because it needed it. And he's been off and on working. I mean, the kitchen is finished pretty much. There's one door that needs to be put in.
Well, we could do a walk
but it has been painted, and it just hasn't been reinstalled yet. And I said last week that I was going to do a walkthrough this week.
You should just take the phone up.
I will. We have people moving up there still, so I don't know if.
Well, I will clear the way.
He's stressed. And I don't know if the phone. You would have to stay here.
I would stay here.
I don't know if the phone would be connected the whole time, so I don't know how far that reaches. But that might be something I do. Anyway.
And then we went on. Then we had Christmas.
Yeah.
And we had David and Bruna and the baby up to visit us for Christmas.
Yep.
And then we had 3 days, and then we went on the cruise.
Yep.
And then we had 2 days, and we went back to work. I mean, it's just been.
And then after the cruise, I stayed for
a couple extra days, yeah.
For 3 days in Homestead to do stuff with the Dice Tower, and she came home and had to get back to work and all this other stuff. And
I should know that.
And now.
Now we're back in our normal busyness.
Well. And now this last week, we have had to start making sure that everything is out of the house, because we did take our time. We only took mission critical type stuff out of the house. And now...
Wait. Let me interject there. We took everything out of the house, but we did leave everything in the garage. There was, the things that were left in the house were a bag of cleaning supplies and hangers and stupid stuff.
Right.
So that doesn't matter. We took everything out of the house. No. We just didn't take anything out of the garage.
Correct.
Which apparently I have a bit of a hoarding problem because there's a lot of stuff in the garage. There's even, although when we were purging, I was purging more than some of the kids. They were like, "Oh, I gotta keep this. Oh, I gotta keep this," and I'm chucking and chucking and chucking. But our 2-car garage, which our contractor friend Scott built for me, big deep garage, was filled with my stuff, and so I'm trying to get rid of all of that because it won't fit in our tinier 2-car garage here.
So that's what we've been doing this week. That's what we're doing later on this afternoon, and probably tomorrow afternoon as well, is getting that done, because
I just want it done.
The
photographer will
the real estate photographer is going to be there on
next weekend.
Next weekend. Our real estate agent wants to start moving some staging furniture in there on Wednesday. Scott's going to be done getting it ready on Tuesday.
Oh, and we're repainting the whole interior of the old house because I want it to look nice.
Everything is done. So
that's just our normal life.
Yeah, we made it through 2 months. Well,
we've been doing, Sam's been putting out videos almost every day.
Yeah, that or working on something.
Yeah, working, editing, prepping. So that's just our normal. Mm-hmm. Go back to questions. See if there's.
Yep.
I can't believe Dante forgot his music.
Jessie is enjoying the. Okay, so Doug, that was the answer to your question, Doug. That got you kind of up. They eat, then they poop. Yeah, that's usually how things go, Blake. Thanks for that anatomy lesson. Jessie is enjoying this conversation. So, if you were wondering about the prizes Sam sends when you guess correctly on it belongs at a museum.
You might get a poop game.
I believe a burro is a wild donkey, Vanessa says.
Maybe, yeah. I know they are smaller in size. The heads, the ears, the legs, the body width.
Burro is a wild donkey according to Google. A mule is a horse
mule
and a donkey
is a
breed.
That's the mix. Whereas burro is its own Donkey
I
is
already
its own.
stated that Los Mampos will be the first game played on the cruise. Let's make that happen.
I'm in.
Mules are sterile. Donkeys' burrows
Right.
are not.
Right. That's what I said. I didn't say those words, but I said it has to do with how they can.
One of the Dice Tower cons, Jack Vassal. At one of the Dice Tower cons, Jack Vassal auctions, they auction off rainbow poop, and everyone kept returning it. They had to auction it like 6 times. I was there for that, yes.
That's funny.
Where's the best resource for getting STL files for board game upgrades? That would be a question, Kevin, for JT, actually. Because he is more versed in finding those things, but I think he finds a lot of stuff on Etsy. But I know on Etsy, I think you have to pay for it. I don't know about free STL files, but that would be a question for JT. If you put it in the comments after this gets published, then he will see it, or I will direct him to it, and then he'll try to get you an answer that way. MB just got home. She says hi. Tom and I will message you. Tom, I will message you later about my Orlando trip. New grandbabies are awesome. I just got my first. Congratulations, Brian.
Oh, I can't. She's so cute.
My mom and my nephew, her grandson, have the same birthday.
Ooh.
My dad and one of my cousins have the same birthday, Vanessa says.
I don't have anybody in my family that shares.
Are they done with the kitchen yet? Yes, they are.
It is so
pretty
beautiful.
much. How did your daughter's big birthday go?
It was amazing. She was on the cruise with us,
Yeah.
and she got a really fancy little jewelry watch, and it was a lovely day. It was a day at sea. We weren't having any activities. We played lots of games. Yeah. It was super nice.
Congratulations on your new home. I know that is exciting. It is exciting.
Super.
We were invited to sing to her on the cruise, Karen. Yep,
Yep.
we did.
And by invited, he probably means forced.
Okay, so let me go ahead and try this. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't even know if my phone's going to connect. So just chill for a second.
Do you want me to clear the way first?
No, it'll be all right. See, I don't even think it's going to
Connect today?
connect today. But what I could do is, let me turn this off. And if I turn it back on, because I already disconnected it. When I disconnect it, this is like, fine. I didn't want to connect to you anyway. It doesn't even recognize that it's there anymore. So let me turn it back on. And then
If it works, you should show them our beautiful view too.
Yeah.
And our kitchen. It's so beautiful. You know, I moved into this house knowing that this is the right house where we needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was the right price, it was the right house, the right location, everything about it was right. But the kitchen was pretty ugly, and I wasn't going to say anything about it because I was getting this amazing house. And Sam was like, I can't believe you're happy with that kitchen. I'm like, well, it's fine. I love the house. I love the house. I mean, yeah, it could be a little bit better with the kitchen. That was a little bit better, but I love the house. He was like, yeah, we're redoing the whole kitchen for you because I knew you wouldn't be happy. And he's really right. I love my new kitchen. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to still do it. I don't know. I might have to. Well, hold on. Let me see. No, it won't do it. It won't recognize that it's there. Let's see.
I don't know.
Audio capture.
Yep, but we have a brand new kitchen. I'm talking a custom built island, beautiful countertops, brand new cabinets everywhere. We took the appliances from our old house, which were all really nice. So we have stainless steel appliances, big deep pantry, more cabinets than I can fill. And as we've already said, I'm a hoarder, so I have a lot of stuff.
That's because you haven't brought it all over yet.
No, I brought all the kitchen stuff. There's like a box of vases out there that I'm going to just put in Goodwill. I don't want any more vases. I'll just wait till you buy me flowers and I'll keep the vase that it's in. I don't need to keep the old vases. That's my theory.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not
But
seeing
it's-
it. Maybe I have to do something here. Bluetooth is on. Oh, wait, maybe that's what's wrong.
Oh, it's probably on the wrong network.
Maybe.
Yep, because this is all work.
Maybe. But
I
my
love
phone isn't even...
I don't know.
It isn't even... What is wrong with my phone? Stupid.
We could do that today.
No. Good night. No, I don't want more things to pay for.
Yeah. That's true. No, I'm not going to... But
It is incredibly warm in here, though. I know you're happy.
I am. I'm
Jeez.
almost like...
I feel like I'm
Sweaty.
being roasted here.
Yeah, I'm almost sweaty. It's warm. And it's not warm outside, so I don't know why it's warm in here. Heat is all the way off.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right,
working.
won't work.
Sorry.
We'll do it another time. We'll take a video at least and post it.
Well, that's just another video I have to...
Do a short.
I'm so behind on work right now. I know it's a short, but it's still something that I have to get done. Let's see. 2 of our dogs were born on my sister-in-law's birthday. Does that count?
Yes,
No,
totally.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Totally does.
Dogs are not humans.
No, but they're a family.
Let's see. Congratulations. Yeah, we already said that. Thank you, Doug, by the way. Whenever you move, you always find out you have more crap than you thought you did.
Well, I mean, I'm not the only one.
This is true. And I actually had this place actually looking pretty good until a 4-legged friend of ours went crazy nutso in here.
Right.
And then,
Well, we just need to get it back. In all the copious amounts of free time we have.
yeah, there is no free time.
Well, we just have one thing this afternoon.
The one thing is like 3 to 4 hours out at the house, which is a half-hour drive away.
no,
That's the
I'm
one thing. No,
talking
and that's
about-
not even the one thing that we have.
I'm
The
talking
one
about
thing
the
that we have
music thing.
is going to be another hour-long performance. Well, the performance isn't even going to be an hour. It's going to be like a 10-minute performance that we're going to have to hang around for an hour for. So the one thing that we have this afternoon is 5 hours of stuff. Yeah, tell me about it. So how much bigger is your new house? It's slightly larger. It's about what? I want to say it's like, what, 800 square feet more?
Sure. I don't do math.
Thereabouts?
Sure.
What was the other house?
1,200?
Oh, I thought it was 1,400 because...
Maybe it was 14. I don't know.
Because remember what we were talking about
Yeah,
yesterday?
I know.
Anyway, it's about 1,400 square feet.
Into a 2,400.
Into a 2,400. So, but it's not exactly that.
It's big enough that we have bedrooms for all the kids. They don't have to share. And the studio is way bigger, and we've added another bathroom, and it has an editing area for Sam's work. So those are the big changes.
Yeah. My dad turned 60 on the 8th. Mom
Nice.
is making him have a party. Making him have a
Yeah,
party.
well, that's true.
60 is a big number. 50 is a big number,
I think
too.
my parents are going on... I can't remember what year they were married, and I'm trying
Do
to
you
figure
enjoy
it out.
Blood Rage with or without the Gods of Asgard expansion? Absolutely with. When I teach, or rather when I have taught, I usually leave it up to the people that I'm teaching, but I encourage people that I'm teaching to play with the expansions. because the expansions don't add a whole lot. The Mystics expansion adds 2 new people to your clan, and cards and the things that they do enrich the game. The Gods expansion, the way I do it, you can experience all of the gods in one game instead of just 2 all three ages. So the way that the Gods expansion says is that you pick 2 gods and you use the same 2 gods throughout all 3 ages. I use 2, and then once they leave, another 2 come out, and those are all randomly chosen. And then when at the end of the second age, those go away, and then I use 2 more. I just think that's cooler. But I usually leave it up to the people that I'm teaching the game to. If I'm teaching the game, if I'm not teaching the game, yeah, I want to use that expansion because I think it adds some pretty cool thematic variety to the game. Sam likes to play with everything Blood Rage. That is correct, Blake. Thingiverse and my Mini Factory are my go-tos for STLs. There you go. Thank you, Brian. Thingiverse is better for stuff like inserts. Thingiverse and printables is where I find the best free STL game files. There you go. I forgot who asked that, but that was Kevin. So Kevin, both Gaming with ADHD, Brian, and Luke Shiras have given you that answer in the chat. So double check, make sure. I read it, but Thingiverse, printables, and My Mini Factory. Those are the 3 places that they've told you to go to. Have you played Arceus yet? No, I haven't. It's right there. No, wait, not over here. It's right here. Here, it's right there. But no, I haven't played it yet. Again, copious amounts of free time with a pool of sarcasm. You know what I'm saying? Kitchens are the most important part of the house, Alexander says. I would agree with you. Did you post pics of the kitchen, Jessie? No,
I will.
See, we need to do both, and that's why I think I have to make a video out of it, because I need to post pictures of how it looked.
We didn't take very many.
And then how it...
But we have some.
Yeah, well, that's going to check his phone across the room. I want to, because I restarted it. It's really the program. The program is the thing that's just not playing nice today. It was not connecting, and so I'm just going to leave it alone. And it's doing what it needs to do right now, so... Done.
You don't want to try again?
Nope, don't want to try again.
Okay.
Don't. My mom wants to get new bathroom upstairs and a new kitchen. She's been saying this for years.
I mean, the thing is I didn't have to move into a house and then in 4 years go, boy, I really wish we had a better kitchen. Because Sam already took care of it. It's amazing.
I knew the old kitchen was not going to be her happy space.
But my old kitchen at the old house was my happy. I loved it.
Because of that.
Because it was so beautiful.
Because Scott did such a good job on the other house and renovating that kitchen. This kitchen looked like retro 80s. And that's being considerate. It was really kind of retro 70s. And I was like, you are not going to like this. You are not going to enjoy this. You're going to look at this and get bitter and nasty every single day.
Nasty person.
No. I don't mean that. I mean, it's like it's going to fester and grow.
Until I go, hey, honey, we should redo the kitchen.
Exactly. So because
did
of my inheritance from my grandfather, we had the money to do it now. So let's get it done.
It's beautiful.
Waiting for the kitchen video tour. Yes, I know.
Yes,
Luke.
we're working on it.
Phone update.
Yeah.
It's another thing we got to pay for.
The
thing is, right now, all of our phones are paid off. Isn't that funny? How it does that? Isn't it? Pretty sure that's how it works. Stupid Apple. Oh, you got your phone paid off now, yeah? Oh, well, let's make it not work right anymore. Jerks.
It's fine.
Does your house have AC? Because in Tacoma, most homes made before 2015 do not.
Everything over here does because it's hot.
We have a heat pump.
We have a heat pump, and it heats and cools. What? This is what we do in Eastern Washington.
Yeah, everything's backwards and weird. Yes, you're correct.
We have a heat pump.
Do you have
a
AC?
little box.
No, I have a heat pump.
I don't have a box in the window.
I have a heat pump that cools my house well. Yeah, it's not weird at all.
Speaking of that, our thermostat on the hallway says that we need to change our filters.
It's been saying that for about 2 weeks.
Well, I know.
So yes, I know.
We got to do that too.
Stainless steel appliances, aka fingerprint attractor, aka doesn't match with anything.
Oh, it looks so good in my
Oh,
kitchen.
dude, you are absolutely incorrect
Now,
about the
fingerprint
matching.
magnet, yes.
Yes, fingerprints all over the place, yes. But
It looks so good.
it looks very good. It looks
Sam chose
tight.
these colors that are so beautiful.
Looks tight. Free
I think
CAD
this
is freely available, cross-platform, open source CAD program. That is computer-aided design. If you want to try creating your own 3D models, it has quite a learning curve, though. Still learning it myself. And by the way, David, why don't you just tell us what you do for a living before we start proliferating all of these free CAD programs that have a high learning curve for somebody who does what for a living?
Is a smarty pants.
Yes. You're a complete smarty pants nerd Star Trek person.
Wow,
If it has a steep learning curve
got
for
it real
you,
fired up, David.
if it has a steep learning curve for you, David, it's like freaking ancient Greek for most everybody else. So
David is
don't
super smart.
tell me about free programs where you can learn how to design your own 3D models, yeah?
He's super smart, y'all.
David is super smart.
Super
He
smart.
is super techie. If he says it has a steep learning curve, look elsewhere. All right?
We love you, David.
Yeah,
It's funny, but
yep,
you are
yep.
super smarty pants.
No AC is just inhumane, Vanessa says.
I agree. We
That is
have AC.
correct. Music things are good things. I love music stuff. Music stuff is good stuff to spend your afternoon on.
Yes, we only
Okay.
get to spend a little bit of it.
I get that, yes. This is, again, not bad stuff. This isn't bad stuff.
I'm going to brag on him for a minute. The piece he is playing, I haven't even played it for Sam yet. It is ridiculously above where he played last year. It is so crazy above where he was playing last year. It is so good. I am so excited. Okay.
No,
that's all.
AC is just inhumane. I know it doesn't get as humid out there, but
it doesn't.
90 is still 90.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It gets dry.
110 is
Yeah.
still 110. We get 110 temperatures up here.
A lot.
Don't let the fact that we live, north of the Mason-Dixon line, don't think that we don't get hot weather.
He's killing me today.
We get sweltering weather up here, but it isn't humid, which makes it bearable. So when I have a heat pump blowing 90-degree air in my face, it still feels like it's an AC unit. It's not 90-degree air. That was a hyperbole.
Why is our ring going off? Is it
Don't
the
move
flag?
to the UK, Vanessa. It's the flag.
Okay.
Old Glory is saying, yes, I'm still here. Be thankful.
I am. All right, what are we going to
Oh,
talk
I'm
about
aware that
today?
AC doesn't exist in Europe, Vanessa says. I visited Europe in the summer back in 2002. Yeah, 80 and your humidity back east is worse than our 100 here.
I think so.
No AC is insane in Tacoma, but when it gets that hot, everyone goes to the mall.
That's true.
Which is why I don't like going to the mall. I picked up our keys last year because of you at Dice Tower West. I also have a new recording desk. You interested in trying a remote session of our keys? If you're willing to teach it, yes, that'll get me jump started on getting my copy played. So yes, I am interested in a remote session. Always interested in a remote session with you, Brian. No matter if we're painting or playing games. You can usually find old photos of your kitchen from real estate listings.
Yeah,
just
that's what
search
I'm
your
gonna do.
address. Oh yeah, I know. We've got plenty of those, and we've got some that we took
I didn't take
after it
many.
was starting and all of
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So yeah, we know how to get those types of photos. Don't worry about that. That's why I refuse to own an iPhone. After a few years, my Android phone is still operational. Well, mine is still operational as well. It just, for some reason, it's not really the phone. That was a little bit of funniness, but it's more Wirecast. Wirecast has this thing where if I disconnect the phone, which I did because I wasn't planning on using it, it won't recognize it again until I shut Wirecast down and open it back up. And now that we've already started the stream, I can't do that. I'll lose the stream if we do. Heat pumps are normal and a great thing. You be quiet, Karen. There's nothing normal about a heat pump cooling your house. There's nothing that's... Those words don't complement each other. They're contradictory. Heat, cool. Those are the two opposite ends of the spectrum. A heat pump shouldn't cool anything. It should pump heat because that's what the name implies. So unless it's pumping heat out of your house, sucking heat out of your house, it would still have to somehow replace it with cool air. So it has a heat pump at some point no longer pumps heat, it pumps
Focus.
cool. I'm just saying it's not normal.
We have a whole chair of stuff to talk about over here.
It's stressful to think that a heat pump cools your house. I'm an Android user, and the best I can do these days seems to be 4 years of life. The next phone is going to be as basic as I can get, Luke says.
I mean, that's about what these are. These are about 4 years.
Yeah.
So.
Nothing is built to last anymore.
No.
Nothing is built to last.
Oh, no.
You also remember, like your parents had, not your parents specifically, but just generally speaking,
Yes.
your parents had a washer and dryer that was built in the 1930s. Right. And they were still using it.
Right.
Now again, hyperbole, people. Look it up. That's what I'm using. It's just to make a point. Now, you buy a brand new one, and you got to have somebody out there in a year just to make sure it still works.
Yeah.
It's crap. 110. That's amateur hour. We get to 122.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're in like the bowels of hell, Brian.
He's in Texas?
No.
Where's Brian?
I want to say Arizona.
Oh, that's hot.
I want to say Arizona. I could be wrong. I want to say Arizona. But he'll tell me how wrong I am in just a few minutes. 110. Yikes. The thing with Androids is you have significantly more options than iPhones depending on your budget and what features you need.
Is that David? David, do you have an Android? I bet you
No,
have
that's
an
not
Android.
David. That was Blake. 110 is becoming fairly normal in Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Last couple of years has
Yeah.
been hot. David Brownlee, Western Washington is more moderate. We only have a week or so of really hot weather. That's about what it is here. Maybe two,
We have a couple
maybe
weeks.
2.5 weeks.
And they usually coincide right with fire season and smoke season.
Yep, that's exactly what happens.
So, but they like piggyback. We get really hot, and then we have smoke season.
I feel smart now because Doug agreed with me. Here in Eastern Washington, we get about 2 weeks of 110 plus, and then it cools off. It's short enough to be bearable, but we still get it. Karen says, I still have an iPhone 10. I think ours are 12s.
And mine's a 12.
And our kids have 8s. You know, the SE.
I'm not upgrading
Do
until like
you
a
miss
14.
doing Dice Steeple? Kinda. I kinda do. I'm scratching that itch with the Western contingent that I do with Tim. But yeah, talking about faith-based things, that is something that I do miss. But again, copious amounts of free time. We just have the amount of time that I have is not getting broader; it's getting narrower. So, but yes, to answer your question, Tom, I do miss it. Our summer last year was oppressively hot. Had I not received my new work truck with AC, I wouldn't have been able to make it through.
Oof.
I don't know how people live in Florida in the summer.
That's a valid question.
Miserably. There, you know now. Now you know it's miserable in Florida weather.
Do you want to do these? No, you're still catching up.
Yes, David, you're correct. But if you live in a house without AC, then it's unbearable.
That's true.
Yeah, but what I think Doug was saying is that it's only for a couple of weeks.
Right.
So it's bearable because you just power through.
It's not like Florida where it's for months.
Yes. Well, no. Year.
Yes, but it is hotter during the months of the summer.
Maybe. That's why we got the heat pump. Stupid. The house I grew up in didn't have AC. Well, you also rode a horseless carriage. Yes, I know what I said. Because that's when it was still called a horseless carriage.
Tom, ignore him.
No, I'm not going to. No, he's not going to ignore. That was funny. Even where my aunt and uncle live in Myrtle Beach, it's gross in the summer. Oh, yeah. That's because Myrtle Beach is still in the South, and the weather in the South is gross. I grew up on the Gulf Coast. From 9th grade all the way through college, I was on the Gulf Coast. The weather is atrocious. Atrocious. And I mean that word specifically. It's disgusting how hot and humid it is in the South. It got hot in Texas, don't get me wrong, but we were in San Antonio, so the humidity wasn't as bad. It's about the same level as the Gulf Coast, but you've got all of that warm, humid air coming off of the Gulf. No, thank you. I hate that weather. It's nasty. Oh yeah, they intentionally make things to not last because capitalism. Yep. No, not because capitalism. We had capitalism back when our parents used those old things. It's not capitalism. It's
poor
something
production?
Else.
Poor production?
Yes.
Maybe.
It's not capitalism. Stop blaming capitalism. It's not that. We've had capitalism for a long time. And things used to last a lot longer.
You got to get back. You're getting them all
because a hot
guys.
water heater makes sense. It does. You have water that heats up. You have a machine that heats up the water that comes through the pipe to make it hot water. So it is a hot water heater. Yes, that makes sense. I don't understand.
But your cold water goes through it too.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
It doesn't.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I got to get you back on track. Do you want to talk about this?
We are not miserable. Yes, you are, Tom.
No,
concerning weather, yes, you are. You're
not.
miserable.
Do you want this? Should we talk about this?
Just a minute. I got to get caught up. We're almost there. Just patience, my very young Padawan. Let's see here. We didn't initially have AC when I was a kid. I think we finally got it. 1995. Not the bowels, but not far. You're right, Arizona. Yes. As I said, we just got snow in Tacoma. Most people here can't drive in the snow.
Nope.
But my dad is from near Buffalo. He definitely doesn't miss that snow. I thought iPhone doesn't offer BGA. Is that right? Oh, I don't know.
What is BGA?
Board game. I can't remember what the A stands for. It's a place where you can go play board games with people online. Thanks for the look, Jessie.
What, did I give you a look? Who did I give a look to?
Probably when I said he
Oh.
he drove in a horseless carriage.
Right? Come on.
Missouri gets funk weather because since it's basically between south and north, so it'll get really hot, but also get blizzards. My dad was there in the Army, and he said it was insane.
Ugh.
Enough generalizations. When are you going to get the 10-day forecast?
Yeah.
10-day forecast? What is he talking about?
I'm guessing your weather. I don't know.
I can tell you right now. 10-day forecast. Ooh, look at that.
That doesn't look fun.
Yeah, but it also doesn't have any snow in it either.
Yeah, but that just means I
sucks.
can't take my kids outside.
So
That's a whole
basically,
nother
the
day of me not
10-day
taking my
forecast
kids.
for the rest of this week and part of the next. Our lows are going to be in the teens, and we have 3 days that it's going to be 11 or 12 degrees outside in the lows, and then the highs are all in the upper
Below
20s and low 30s. There's your
Which means
bless you.
I can't take, thank you, I can't take my kids outside.
No, it's not capitalism, Blake. It's not capitalism. It's production standards, not capitalism.
We have certain laws because we are a child care in Washington State, so we are regulated highly by the state in what we can and can't do. We cannot take my kids out anytime it is below 30 degrees at all. And we also run a school at our program. So if they are enrolled in preschool with a preschool teacher, which they have a couple of days a week, they can go outside. But if they are enrolled with me, they cannot. So I have to keep them, like for example, I have to keep them in while the rest of the class that goes to preschool can go outside. Because the ones that are enrolled in childcare can't go outside because it's too cold. But all their buddies can go outside. I'm just saying. I won't be able to take the kids out at all next week.
Cool.
It makes my days very long.
No, Blake. Not lower production standards because it'll make them more money, hence capitalism. Stop listening to your college professors who are cuckoo.
Oh, stop. Read on.
That's all I'm saying.
Read on. My puppy. Are you dead?
How about 80s and low 60s at night?
Yes, that sounds...
80s is too hot. 80s is too hot because
I'm
in
up for it
Florida
right
with
now.
humidity, 80 feels like 95.
I don't know. It
90
felt
to
pretty
95.
nice in Haiti.
It might say that it's 80 degrees. It's not. With humidity,
Yeah, it feels
it's
hotter.
90s. No, thank you. I actually have some insider information on this, Sam.
On what?
Okay.
Oh.
It's driven by consumers more than producers. Most people prefer to spend $500 on a washer than $5,000 on a washer that lasts.
True.
That's also
I
true.
can't afford a $5,000 washer.
So, Tom, when do Florida residents start partaking in water activities?
I think they do it year round. They don't stop. Pools are open. I need a tissue.
No, they actually aren't. They do close the pools. Let's see. When I lived down there, they closed the pools. But I think it was more because of like
hurricanes
and thunderstorms and all of
Yeah,
that
I
kind
know
of stuff
thunderstorms
than
they close
anything.
them, but I don't think they close water activities in Florida.
Lower production standards isn't necessarily capitalism, but the new model with bells and whistles creating FOMO is the capitalism that affects the constant new items. And that's something that I've also, well, I haven't talked about it here, but I used to talk with my dad about it all the time, and my grandpa. The more stuff that you have on a car, the more stuff
That can break.
So, I mean,
Speaking of that,
my Patriot that I had didn't have power windows.
Yeah, it was a good car.
Did I miss power windows? Yes. Did I care that I didn't have them? No, because I knew I didn't have to ever worry about it. Because that crank always worked. What up, Sam and Jessie? What's up, Matthew? Good to see you, bud. At Disney, the pools are heated. Oh, at Disney, the pools are heated. He's a retired Richie Rich, so I had to give him that voice. So, or if you think the beach is overrated.
Oh, well, Sam doesn't do beaches, really.
Beach is absolutely overrated. You're jumping into the water where things live that could possibly kill you, and there's sand everywhere. Literally everywhere, especially if you get in the water. Everywhere. I know this because I have to take a shower and wash that sand out of the many crevices of my body. So, no. Just no. We're staying at the Hilton Resort near Disney, so I think the pool would be heated.
Where's that? When? Oh, when you go down to Orlando?
Yes.
Nice.
The crank always works unless it breaks off like it did on my dad's car. But how long did it take to break off? That's what I'm saying. And then, you don't need a computer to fix it. And you don't need a technician that had to take 5 new courses in college just to fix it. All you have to do is know how to work a wrench and a screwdriver, basically.
Yeah, I'm all right.
And the things in the water poop in it too, right? I don't understand why people don't understand this. Why don't people understand this? We go to a place and we go to a untold number of people go to this place called, what is it called? The place down across from the Town Toyota Center. The park.
Waterfront Park. Walla Walla Beach Park.
Walla Walla Beachfront, Riverfront Park, whatever you call it. There's a place that is like for kids to go swimming in the river, and it's a little, what do you call it, an eddy, where the water kind of comes in. It's the nastiest place I've ever seen. In order to get down to the beach, you have to walk across grass that is infested with goose poop. Infested with goose poop. And then you get down to the water isn't even 2 feet deep, and you can't see the bottom. And people let their kids go swim in this stuff. It's like a cesspool. It's disgusting, frankly. I did it once, and I saw how nasty it was. The shoes that were strapped to my feet wanted to come off in the bottom of this sludge that they called the riverbed.
He also doesn't like mud.
Oh my gosh. You people are
you
crazy.
Combine fishy poo-poo water with mud?
Nope. I am done. If you want to go get whatever disease is lurking in that water, fine and dandy.
See, but if we go to, like, the one across the river in East Wenatchee, that's a nice beach.
It is the same river.
But it's a nice beach.
It is the same river.
It's salmon that are pooping in the river. There's not.
The same river. I will go out in the middle where it's deep.
That's even scarier.
And all of that nastiness kind of filters to the bottom. But as you walk in the
Loch
beach,
Ness monsters.
No, there's no. See, that's the thing. There's no Loch Ness monster.
I don't know. Lake Chelan is super deep. There could be a portal at the bottom.
No, there isn't.
All right. Do we want to talk about this, or are you going to ignore it?
All right. Sand out of belly button is a thing. Yes, I know. The beaches in Caribbean are beautiful.
They were so beautiful.
That's true, but I can see the bottom.
But he's, yes.
Another reason Vanessa needs to make a trip out here. What, for the fishy poo-poo water of the Columbia? No, thank you.
I'll take you to nice places, Vanessa.
But, the world is gross. Everything is dirty. That is correct. Would you swim in a lake? I have swum in a lake.
He does, but he still doesn't like fishy poo-poo water. And if you splash him and say
I'm out.
Fishy poo-poo water at the same time.
I walk out. If you remind me what I'm swimming in, yes, I'm out. But I will say this, Lake Chelan is clear, and it at least gives off the aura of being clean-ish water. And it's what, glacier fed?
Glacier fed, so it's nice and warm.
So I don't mind Lake Chelan that much. Columbia, nastiness.
What about Peregrine Lake?
That was kind of dirty.
You didn't like that one?
What did I do most of the time? What did I do? I sat in those little floaty seats, and then I let Strider run around. I, by and large, did not swim that much in Peregrine Lake because it's filthy. It's disgusting. I can totally relate to not liking mud. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate your support. That's how the beach at lakes or where my pop's cottage was. Like that. Goose crap everywhere.
Yep.
Goose poop is today's moose poop. Or, no, actually, donkey poop was today's moose poop, but poop is poop. All right, we are at the bottom of chat. So we're going to do, I said in the description that we'll do an unboxing if I can find something to unbox. And alas, I found something to unbox. Probably couldn't keep Strider out of the lake. Actually, he was hooked. Scared. He was like a fish out of water.
But first he was like, and then he was like, yes!
Yeah, he was like, what is this stuff? Oh, it's water. I can drink it. Oh, wait a minute. Bound. This is awesome! I had to keep him on about a 30-foot lead, 35-foot lead.
I think he would have swam across the lake. He would have
swum to the other side of the lake, absolutely. He loved the water, loved it. Geese are nasty birds, yes. Attitude, and they'll poop anywhere. Along rivers downtown, the city has to have street cleaning trucks go along the river trails and wash away all the goose poop.
Yep.
Because they don't care. They will poop anywhere. They're like the cats.
It's just like any animal.
The bird world.
Horses will poop anywhere.
Truth.
Bears will poop anywhere.
But that's because we force them into servitude. I think the reason horses poop during parades is because they have nowhere else to poop. They can't go. They don't have any privacy. Everybody's looking at them. So they're like, fine, I'm going to give you a show. That's what happens. I think horses would poop in, like when they have their own stalls in a barn. They have their own stalls. There's privacy.
No, they're locked in. They're not in there by choice.
Oh, I think they would be though.
No, they're not going to go in there to poop.
I think horses want privacy
when
they
think
poop.
You are terrible.
Now, burros, the wild, crazy donkeys, yes, they'll poop anywhere. That's why they make
my burro Bucky was so cute. But he used to think he was a dog. And anytime he could see somebody coming up our driveway...
I can guarantee you the burro did not think he was a dog.
He did. And they would come up to the house, and he would build it up. Or when we would get up in the morning, we had to like tiptoe down. We had this big glass white front window, and he would bray. And if you came up to the house, he would greet you with a big old bray, come up, nudge his head at you, and like bray right in your face. He was really cute.
How do we know that your dogs didn't act like a burro?
My
How do we know that dogs
dogs
don't act like burros?
They were my hunting dogs.
Why does the burro get the moniker of acting like a dog?
My burro was so cute. We were like gonna turn him into a pack burro for camping. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't really want to do that.
They have a serrated tongue?
The geese? Yes.
Oh. They were designed by the devil. No, they weren't designed by the devil.
They were all designed by
I know that they weren't designed by the devil, but...
But they do have teeth inside those beaks.
That's why they're called cobra chickens.
Yes.
Those are nasty.
And they teeth in the bitey marks.
Slow week in gaming news.
No, we have stuff to talk about. He just won't.
No, it's not a slow week. We just don't have a whole lot of... Okay, fine. Go ahead. First thing.
I don't know how to do first thing. Start with the big box?
Well,
start with the littlest?
let's just make it. I gotta start the other camera. I forgot. So now you got a vamp.
Oh, look. I got a new watch band, and I was so excited about it. It's really cute. It says, I really love it. It says, God is within her, she will not fall. Psalm 46:5 on one side. And then on the other side, it has the cross. And it has this really cute logo. And it has a G and then a greater sign and then an upside and a downside. So it says God is greater than the highs and the lows. Anyway, I super love it. I got a new watch band. Sam got a new watch band.
Yeah, mine is a little bit less spiritual than that.
His is, he will tell you if we ever go to a rave, it's black light.
And everybody knows that raves are exactly what I want to go to.
I know. I don't even think they have raves anymore.
Captain America black light watch. So, yeah. Our old ones were getting old.
Yeah, we just needed new ones.
They also hiss demon birds.
Yeah, I know. They're really, really nasty.
The serrations are for tearing out grass, but they look nasty up close.
Yeah, they're gross. Actually, geese are really mean.
Well, if I was
I've been bitten
designed
by
to
a
just
geese.
eat grass, I'd probably be mean too. All right,
Cows are designed to eat grass. They're not mean.
All right, here we go. Just lost internet for a minute. Well,
Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
it'll be fine. All right, so here we go. First off, what about the unboxing? I'm waiting
know
for
what
her
you
to
want
bring
me to
us
do.
something to unbox.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, you just bring something over that has a bag or a box on it, and we'll
Don't
we'll
you need
open
to
it.
start with a box so that
Nope.
you know what you're doing?
Let's be. Just grab me
Cryptic?
something. Just grab me something. All right, here we go. So here is the first thing we're going to unbox. Look at that. Anybody know what it is? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. All right, so here we go. This is what we're unboxing. I mean, if you look long enough at that,
You might be able to get it.
you might be able to get it, but all right, so this is a Lazy Susan pushing platform for Kabuto Sumo. This is part of the stuff that I got. I'm not going to take that out because I have to put it all in. But this is part of the deluxe stuff that I got for Kabuto Sumo. And we have some discs here. We have some silica gel. Yay. And look at that. But here, look. So you can move the thing around without it having to set. And I'm wondering if, yeah, I think that is going to go on the bottom.
Right, to keep it from sliding.
To keep it from sliding around. See there?
Nice.
So, Kabuto Sumo, I don't think you've ever played this game.
I haven't.
This is a dexterity game in which there's going to be a whole bunch of tiles on the wrestling ring, basically.
Okay.
And you're trying to knock things off. And you're you know, this is very, you know, basic, but you want to have your people left and your opponent's people are knocked off. And
Is it a 2-person, a 4-person? Is it a...
I'm unclear about. I haven't done that. I believe it is base 2-player, but I think it might be able to go up to 4 with like teams and that kind of stuff. But the cool thing they have is that instead of having like actual
We need that. And we need this with that.
instead of having actual like professional wrestlers, it's all bugs.
Oh, I stink. Why?
So, like for example, this guy right here, Andre the Goliath, is. So, anybody want a peanut? Stack 3 of your things. Add the peanut to your inventory. Immovable object. When the peanut is knocked out, starting with the player who knocked it out and proceeding clockwise, each player takes a standard disc from the supply and adds it to their inventory. So what you're basically doing is you're just adding more things
To the board.
to the board until things start getting knocked off. So that gives you the idea of what's going on.
There's lots of these things.
So we have a lot of stuff because what happened here, this is from stuff that I brought
another
over
one.
from the Dice Tower. This
same.
one is
That's the
a
same.
deluxe arena. So it's the same thing as what we just unboxed over there. So there's that. And then we have, let's see, looks like, Bum, bum, bum. Flor de Muertos, burying beetle. Burying beetles are carnivores that bury the carcasses of small birds or rodents underground. This serves as a food source for their larvae, which they hatch in the crypt they dug. Both mother and father stay and actively raise their young, which is rare in the insect world. So this is the Flor de Muertos promo, and this here. So the burying beetle. And that gives your starting inventory. So the Flor de Muertos will start with this medium size and a large size disc. So,
Okay, this looks cool.
yeah, this is a game that I think you might enjoy. I don't. I
mean,
know you're not too hot on like dexterity games.
I'm in. Let's try.
But this is something that I
We
think
played
you'll
one on the
enjoy.
cruise. Daphne, Dante, and I. What did we play? What was that called? Tokyo Highway. Something Highway. Was that what it was?
Tokyo Highway is correct.
That it led to lots of giggling.
Here are 3 expansions that we're going to open consecutively. So we'll start with Swarm. Actually, let's start with Total Mayhem. I think this is the one that if anybody has, I actually didn't realize that this was part of the stuff that they had down there that I had Kenny send me to do the coverage, and I actually bought another copy of this.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna send out. It's actually sitting over there on top of the thing.
Cool.
I'm gonna send that out as a gift,
Giveaway.
a surprise giveaway. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll keep this box because this is the one that got kind of trashed. But anyway, the Total Mayhem thing here. So it gives a rule sheet, Mayhem cards, Anthem track, climbing track, 16 thorns, 3 chairs, 3 matchsticks, 1 table, 1 guitar, briefcase, 1 ladder, and 1 coffin.
And these are all things you
These
are
all
building
things
with.
that you're
Oh, that's
going to be
crazy.
building with and that kind of stuff. So here's the coffin, and here's
And
the
you're all
thing
doing
that
it
goes
just
with the
on those
coffin.
little Lazy Susan things?
Well, there's a number of different ways that it all works out, but generally speaking, yes, you have a platform in which you are going to be where the ring is, and then there's like launches where you can add stuff to and start pushing them in, and like I've only played it once, and it was at Gen Con last year, and but it was really fun. It was really fun. So, and they were like each one of these little things has rules and setups and all that
That's
kind
cool.
of stuff. So these are just ways that you can like spruce up your
Right.
your game a little bit. So these are all little cool things. So yeah, this comes with it.
That's really neat.
So you have like the Jasper, let's see, these different things here. So you have chairs. Where are the chairs at? Like folding chairs. Like in, you know, professional wrestlers have the chairs. You know? And then you have the Briar Patch Brawl, which has all of these little things
Right.
in it. Then you have the matchsticks,
Right.
which is these things right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Those 3 little things right there. Then you have the box, you know, the briefcase that has a bunch of money in it. Then you have the coffin, which is this thing over here. And I think I'm off camera. So you have the thing. Then you have the table, which is going to be this thing right here, and it's actually called the
Table.
Jasper, the Jasper table, which is like a board game table. That's a board game table reference. Then you have the guitar, which is over here, and then you have the ladder, which is
Right.
this thing right here, and of course more things about the guitar.
That's cool.
So just more things that you can add into you know, to make it a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more, you know, a little bit more mayhem.
I think this looks really fun.
But it's a really neat thing that I think you'll enjoy. But I don't know, because I know you're kind of hit or miss with
I mean, I have
stuff.
fun.
Yeah. I think you will have fun, but
That goes in there.
yeah, this goes here, and then we'll put it back in here. So pick the next one. You pick it. So again, going with the whole idea of, you know, just giving you more stuff to do with an already just kind of chaotic type game anyway. You have Swarm, and Swarm is just going to give you a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh, I've never used this one. So it looks like going to have like a player boards almost, maybe. We won't throw those away just yet, but you have those things. Bluegrass Bill. There we go. Ugh. Plastic is gross. There we go. Got it. So we have Ambola del Diablo. I don't know what does that say?
I don't know.
You're supposed to know Spanish. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm not as good anymore.
So Ambola. So you have all of these different things that go in here. Bluegrass Bill, Dr. Bibble, Mother Saucer, The Green Destiny, Morozashi. And again, all of these have like a little, they're like little signature type moves and stuff like that. So they have all of these things in here. The Queen Bee, buzzing around your hive. Apex, the Liquefier. What does the Liquefier do? At the end of your turn, you may gain a stack of something from the base game, one of the pieces of the base game. When a disc with a twig, I guess you could say, is knocked out, gain a copy of that disc from the supply. So it's like, you know, stuff like that. The Great Bugbino, Midas, dude. I don't know. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Thunder from Down Under, the Nature Bug, Hypno Fist, the Composter, Teddy R. I don't know. Nightmare from Elm Trees. Ha ha.
Freddy Krueger.
Our real estate agent is
Related to
Freddy Krueger. No joke. I thought she was joking. She wasn't. I was like, dude, it's kind of cool, but also kind of creepy. Mother Superior, Instar All-Star. I don't know what that means. Andre the Goliath. Well, we already saw that one. Flor de Mortes. We already saw that one. The Pebble. The Great Metamorphosis. Sisyphus. That's gross. Mjolnir. Okay, I have to look at that one. Mjolnir. Actually, it looks like he has the hammer there. And when you would gain any one signature piece, you may gain Mjolnir instead. Perform the rest of the move using Mjolnir. It may be added to a nested group. I'm using him every time now. Mighty Jaw Mike. Kimmerite. And Cactus Jacked. And all of those things have various and sundry pieces in it. There's Mjolnir. And there's a microphone. That's kind of interesting. And then there are extra pieces in here with Swarm. So, cool beans. the big...
Flung it.
I flung it. All right, that's okay. I can fling everything back in here. Pretty sure we don't need those white things.
You
in
have
here,
this thing, and that you said how to.
But oh, that didn't work out right. All right, any questions?
Yeah, it's
Ask
just like
any
a bunch.
questions. There you go. Go ahead. You can read it, right?
Nope. I'd have to like lean all the way over.
Then lean all the way over.
I can't. I don't even know where you. I think you got to start up at the top. I don't know. Catch up. I don't know what's going on.
Catch up.
Right there.
Okay, David's still talking about Ostia. I get it, dude. You're excited, but you're still talking about it. Matthew says he poops anywhere, he doesn't care, and he poops frequently. Per tracking numbers, I'm expecting a different Kickstarter reward every day for the next 3 days. Crowdfunding is like sending a surprise gift to the future self.
Here's a little bag for that one.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Or this one.
No, this will work. That'll work, and then this will go in here like that. So that's good. Next. Come on, lady, hurry up.
I want to get to the main game.
Well, we're about to get there. There's a lot of stuff for Kabuto Sumo. Say I am. There you go, open it.
While I open, you want to catch up.
Let's see here. What's showing up this week? I just got Trailblazer, the Arizona Trail. That's cool. You mentioned them on the Dice Tower stream, but I already forgot.
I really like all these individual pieces. This is really
Jessie will be a pro at Kabuto Sumo. She's got lots of practice swatting yellow jackets at Paragon Lake.
That's kind of true. Mm-hmm. My parents, who we went camping with last year, have already said we are not going back to Paragon Lake this year.
Tom, Chris, and Camilla did top 10 dexterity games, and Chris had video for all of them, even stole video from a review and Camilla vlog. Stayed up late last night to read the Ostia rules online, so I'm ready when it lands. Sam taught us Ostia. I did terrible, but it's one I'd enjoy a few more attempts at to figure out the strategy. Looking forward to learning the Mancala mechanism.
I know the
for
strategy
action
for
selection.
Ostia. Just get to the end and make the game be done.
Wow.
I'm just saying. No, it wasn't that bad. I just know the strategy. Keep focusing on getting to the end.
Just started snowing here, David says. Related to Freddy Krueger. Creepy is not the word I would have used. She's related to the actor. That's pretty cool. No. No. She's not related to
Krueger in her cemetery. In her family
the actor
cemetery.
In her family cemetery is the dude, Freddy Krueger. Let that sink in.
These are the same characters as the one that was in Thunder from Down Under, the Nature Bug, the Hypnophist, the Compositor, Composter, Teddy R, Nightmare on Elm Trees, Mother Superior, and Instar All-Star.
Yeah, so what this is like when these characters were put into the game originally, and then those other cards are extra things that will be added to the game
I just
in
love
another
all
way.
these super cool, unique maple-y shapes. Those are really cool.
Yeah. Well, they all literally kind of go on the board and they make up different things. So
I'm super excited.
Insect All-Stars, 8 wrestler cards, fits 15 signature pieces, and a rules card for them all. So this goes in there as well. There you go.
This is super cool. I'm kind of intrigued by all of this.
Isn't that the strategy for all games? Get to the end?
No, some of them, that strategy is more prevalent to me than other strategy.
All right, so here is the actual base game of Kabuto Sumo. And as you can see, this is like the base game kind of board. And so you have all of these other shapes that can be on there as well. And you kind of set the board up a certain way. Let me see if it has. So yeah, here. See, look, you have set up here, and like this is a 3-player game. So they have their setup values, and they can put their people on there where they start. And then when you when you start adding things to it, these are the things you can add to the board. You start pushing them in this way, and where and how you push them is going to be determined by what you're trying to do to the other people. So you're just sliding things on. You're not doing anything that's like super dexterous. You're not like flicking things or anything like that, but you are kind of pushing things into where it's going to move things in the way that you want them to move. You know what I mean? So it goes up to 4 players.
I said that.
So collect all the pieces, knock an opponent off, you win. Run out of pieces, you lose. So you're trying to use your pieces to knock your opponent's pieces off.
This looks super fun. I'm really excited to play this.
So it's actually a really neat, fun
And it says
game.
it's a short game.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's only
It says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes. So it's not long at all. These are the
ramps or the...
no, not the ramps. The like this is the you know, the board, you know, that kind of goes around, and so forth. And it has little holes in it that you can punch out, where holes in the wood. Let's see.
It's so cool.
But
I'm looking forward to
it's a
trying
neat
this.
little thing.
This
It's
looks
a neat
really
little
fun.
thing.
There's so much.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot to it. But here's all the pieces that you get in it, and then here is the board. And it's like that thick durable. I had thick durable in my head, and it came out thirk. So thick durable stuff.
That was amazing.
Yeah, you do that all the time.
I do it all
don't
the
you?
time. That's what was amazing
And
about
then
it.
and then you ask, and then I say, "What is that?" And you're like, "I didn't say that."
No, I go.
I'm like, "You
well,
absolutely did."
There was a video I sent Sam a couple weeks ago about. I mean, it's a joke video, but it was really funny. And it was about. It was called Selective Hearing. You remember that one?
No.
And it showed the husband at the table, and the wife is like, "What is this charge on our credit card for $400 at
Oh
the
yeah, no, yeah.
membership office to the hockey? What? $400 at the membership office to the hockey? What?" She's like, "Honey, you gotta listen to me."
I sent that to you, I think.
No, I sent it to you.
Okay. All right. I'm usually sending you stuff like that.
You don't. And he goes, "I can't hear anything sitting here." So
And he's like, "Here, try it
here,
out."
you try it. So she sits there and she's like, "Oh, grumble, grumble." And he's like, "So how many Amazon packages are coming today?" "What?"
Yeah. How many Amazon packages are coming this week?
"What?"
You're right. I can't
You
hear a
can't
thing.
hear anything over here. So that's like Sam. He's always saying, You didn't say that. I didn't hear it."
So this is the base game
I'm
of
so excited.
Kabuto Sumo. And this stuff kind of goes right
Right
here.
there. Yeah, there's a little hole.
And this
Super
goes
cool.
in here, and that gets up there. And then
Oh, no, this
to
is another
finish off.
one. There's another one.
Oh, okay. Sakura Slam. Yeah, this is another big expansion that I'll go through real quick.
Yeah, because they want to get to the thing.
Yeah, the thing. So this is a Sakura Slam. This is another big expansion for it. I do not believe, maybe it is standalone. I think it is, because it looks like there is definitely enough in here
To be a standalone.
to be standalone.
What does it say?
Core box, maybe played standalone or again. So
Okay.
yeah, so the Sakura Slam is, now look,
additional.
this should look,
Different. Yeah, that's cool.
no, this should look familiar because this is what comes with the other two things.
Right.
So, and that's why I think we have 2 of those, so that we can have one for this one and one for the base game. Pretty sure that's why that is. But anyway, basic same idea that's going on here. You have all of these different pieces that were in kind of like the same base box. You have a whole bunch of different wrestlers in here as well. So you kind of get the idea. This one comes with a belt.
Yeah, it says stack the title belt.
Yeah, the title belt. Like that.
That's super cool.
So, But you have all those things in there. I can go down there as well. We're not gonna pull everything out.
But this looks really neat. I want to
Yeah.
try this.
It is.
If we have room,
it is a fun.
if we have time this week, I'd like to try it.
Okie dokie. What
If
else?
is the key.
And here is the big one. This is what we have. Now this is a storage solution for Kabuto Sumo Slam. This is the big box. I believe they just did a Kickstarter in which this was something that they were going to do. Now it does have a little bit of damage on it. I think that came out of the shipping from Dice Tower to here. So we'll talk about that, but realize that it's just one of those things that happens in shipping. But I think it's also pretty stinking cool because you have this little thing here and it's going to pop open. And then it has all of the different things for the game. So, for example, you have all of these little trays in here.
For pieces.
For different pieces and different wrestlers and all that kind of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Then you also have Sakura Slam discs, base game discs, and these are just like little cardboard trays that you can pull out and put back in. Total Mayhem expansion, the Swarm expansion, Kabuto Sumo arenas, and the Sakura Slam arenas. And then you have all of the cards can be fit in here, and there's even some extra little cards in there that are dividers. That's pretty freaking cool. Ooh, they have metal belts. That's cool. Metal belts. And then you have card dividers. So you have like a promo card divider, a Sakura Slam promo divider, Insect All-Stars divider, and then the Kabuto Sumo divider. Yep, that works. So that goes in there. Then you have that, and that, and that.
That's cool.
See? So when you put them in there, it kind of looks like that. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's pretty freaking cool. If I don't say so myself, got to put these. These are really cool as well. I love metal things, but they are a little small. I would have liked a little bit bigger because I have meat hooks for fingers. So that goes back in there, and then we'll put that right in there.
That's
like
really
this.
cool.
And then this goes right back in there like that. So this is basically a carry-all. And you can have, instead of having all of these smaller boxes in the game, you put everything in here.
Oh, I'm excited.
So I am really looking forward to this.
Can do
when they
this.
showed me this,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. Let's play the game. And then I liked the game, and I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, I need all
I
of
want
them.
this.
Yes.
Because
This is awesome.
I like things like that where it takes all of these small boxes and
Yes.
condenses them into a box that isn't really that much bigger than a regular,
Really...
you know, I mean, if you've got those two boxes
Right.
along with
A couple of those.
that box and this box,
Right.
and you have all of these and all of these,
This is really neat.
and hopefully I'm going to be able to get everything in there. I don't know if the Lazy Susans are going to fit, but I'm going to make sure they do. I think they do.
I'm excited. This looks really cool.
It looks really good.
Super cool.
So that is everything we have for Kabuto Sumo. We're going to try to get as much of it played as we possibly can, and go
awesome.
from there. Thurk is my new favorite word, Greg
Thurk.
Blake says. It's thurkable. It is?
Thurk.
Yeah, thurk. What was I thinking? Thick and durable. So it's thurkable. Yep. You didn't thurk it through. You didn't thurk it enough. Cobra chickens is my favorite takeaway from this stream. Thanks, Vanessa. Wait, you've never heard of Cobra chickens before? Lots of Kabuto Sumo stuff. Yep, that is cool. Sam, are you tempted to get a Calyx when you get storage solutions designed to fit a Calyx? Okay, here's the thing. I already have pretty good shelves, thanks to Scott and Jess, who commandeered them. So these are actually better than Calyx, because I think I can fit more on these shelves than I would be able to fit on a Calyx shelf. Additionally, these were infinitely less expensive than a Calyx. The amount of Calyxes I would have had to buy to equal how much storage space I have here.
And they were custom built for Sam.
And they were custom made. So
they're also like way solid.
Well, they are solid. I still have them anchored. I still have them anchored to the wall, but and you anchor the Calyxes as well. The Calyxes are pretty solid. Yep. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They're a good product, but it's $90 for a
small one.
For a 4x6.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I would have to buy like
a lot,
5 or 6 of them, literally, to equal the same amount of storage space that I have here. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Actual bug-shaped pieces would have been cooler. Well,
I think it's cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to play
We'll
this.
play through it, and you'll see what's going on there. For me, there's such a disconnect between the cool artwork and the actual components. They're just discs, but if they had some screen printing on them, it would be more appealing. Understood. Absolutely more efficient to build custom shelves. Yeah. Never played Kabuto Sumo. I would probably play if asked, but would not seek it out to play. If you've never played it, how do you know you wouldn't seek it out to play it?
I'm excited to try just because it's the cool box and
you've got to play
all
it
the
first.
Pieces and
that's not a statement that you make until you've played it.
I tell you, I laughed so hard trying to play Tokyo Highway with my kids. It is not my game style at all. Like we were terrible, the three of us.
Yeah.
But we laughed,
Yep.
and that's what made it a good time.
Yep.
And sometimes failing at a game is what makes the game experience fun.
Yeah.
What did we play up on that deck? On the Windjammer deck with Tom? It had F in it. It had the letter Fangs and Flumage.
Flame and Fang.
That's what I said.
Where did you get flumage from? Is flumage even a word?
Nope.
I don't think it is.
But I couldn't remember. But
Plumage is a word.
But you got what I was trying to say. See?
I knew where it was when you said F, but I was like, because you made it sound like it was a bad
It
word.
wasn't a bad word.
Same time, I didn't
On that
typically
note,
reach
my
for
kids have now decided that all words are not allowed to say at school, like stupid, are the F word.
Huh?
So when they tattle on each other, they say, Noah said the F word. And I go, Noah. And he goes, well, I just said that she was being stupid. I'm like, oh.
Uh-huh. Everything's the F word.
Everything is the F word.
Dexterity games are not my forte. Well,
No,
here's
neither.
the thing. This is not just a dexterity game. It also has a smidge of strategy there.
And
A smidge of strategy.
Let's try.
Vanessa pokes enough bugs in real life. That's probably
That's probably true.
All right, well, we're out of here. We're going to get going. As far as next week is concerned, expect more of the same. I do have a preview that's going to be going live on the 11th of February for Terminus Frontier, so you can check that out. We're also going to be having a live playthrough during their campaign of Terminus Frontier, so you can check that out as well when it becomes available. But it's going to be live. It's not going to be a recorded thing. So that's coming. And then we have a lot of games to play and get reviewed for the Dice Tower as well. So we'll be playing those probably live at some point too. I know JT took Solar Sphere and Metal Gear Solid yesterday after we got done recording
So you can learn.
our bottom 5 and top 5 scenario-driven games. That's going to be coming up this coming Friday. Yesterday yesterday we had our bottom and top 5 most anticipated games of 2025. So go check those out. And then on Monday, I just finished editing yesterday JT's most anticipated fulfillments
Ooh, that's
of this
cool.
year.
That's cool.
So from GameFound and or Kickstarter. So that's going to be going up Monday morning. So tomorrow, Monday morning, you can look for that. And then Monday, I'll be back to doing regular fireside chats. Probably will only be about an hour though, because I've got to get all of the footage for that Terminus Frontier preview shot on Monday, so that I can get it edited on Tuesday and hopefully to them on Wednesday. So yeah, because I want to get it to them ahead of time so that I can make changes to it and all that kind of stuff before we actually need to go live. But I've already passed the script by them. They're happy with the script, so I'm ready to shoot, and we're good to go. But that's what we've got coming up next week. Everything else is going to be pretty much normal. It belongs in the museum on Tuesday. We still have to work out another day that's going to work out to continue our game streams, because Tuesdays just isn't working out anymore. Just doesn't work with Jess having to work and with kids in school and all of that kind of stuff. Just doesn't. We can't get it worked out. So we're gonna have to figure out another day of the week to do that. But that's coming up too. There may or may not be a review, live review on Wednesday. I usually try to get one done, but it just depends on what we can get played and all of that kind of stuff. So some of the stuff that we're playing is going to be specifically for Dice Tower, and the rest of the things are going to be if we can get to it, and those rest of the things are the things that I have to do for the for this channel. So just keep that in mind, all right? If I dip on a live review on a Wednesday, it's because we haven't got the right stuff played, or like last week, just had too much editing to do on Wednesday. Which is one of the reasons why I want to kind of stick to doing live stuff, because the more edited stuff I do, the more time I have to take doing editing, and the less time I have to spend with you guys. So there you go, Throwback Thursdays then. Well,
we'll see.
Maybe we'll just have to wait and see. Jessie, it was good to see you today. Still working on your school goodie boxes, Karen says. Time honored Tuesdays when games were good Wednesdays.
That's funny.
That's fine. Let's see. When is the next Steamers Night, Doug asks. Well, it would normally be, because it's the second Friday of the month, but the second Friday of the month...
I'm not ignoring everybody. I'm just visual.
Yeah, I know. The second Friday of the month is, this month is...
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, so we're not doing it that day. I have started that conversation with Melissa. I just have not completed that conversation with Melissa. So it's probably going to be the third Friday of the month.
And then we should also follow up with the Grace City, see when we're doing one there.
And we also need to follow up with Grace City. We have already asked them for a list of dates. They just haven't given us a list of dates for the church one. But we're probably going to be getting two. Steamers is probably going to be the third Saturday of the month. Third Friday of the month. I am going to lobby to get the one at church also the third Saturday of the month. So we just do them back to back, because the second Saturday of the month...
No, they can't do that. ...is
the Wii conference, and we're going to be at that. So we can't do it that. So we're shooting for... Again, this is just in pencil. We're shooting for the third Friday and third Saturday for Steamers West on Friday and then the church on Saturday. So those are the two things. Golden Oldies Gaming. Then you can do any day of the week. Ooh,
nice.
But see, the thing is, another thing is that I don't want to. We have a lot, and I mean a lot,
to review that
of new
needs to be new
stuff
stuff.
that needs to be reviewed. So I don't want to corner our plays into being just the old stuff. We are going to play it.
How about just make a play on where, like, make something about just
What?
the two of us playing a game. Doesn't have to be day specific.
Truth.
And then you open up any game.
Truth. That might be it. It'll be a mini FlipCon. Yeah, well, that's what we're looking for. I mean, we're not shooting for that. I mean, that's like in the future possibilities, not this month. But yes, I get what you're saying, Doug, and that's what we're, because sometimes, I mean, it's actually probably a little bit more difficult, but it feels easier to do them back to back that way because it's just one weekend. Even though it's 2 events, it's just one weekend instead of 2 weekends. Don't make sure you announce when you're sure. Yep, the wife has to request those Fridays off for us to get there. I absolutely will.
We'll I'll follow up today.
Yeah,
and see what
we will. We will. We'll get those out to you. I'll try to have that information for you on Monday. That'll give us a couple days to try to get that together.
Do you have another screen protector for me?
Yes. Are you going to work on a video for games you want to play at Dice Tower West? Maybe. I think we'll also.
I gotta do that. I gotta write that down.
Are you gonna?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get Jess there to Dice Tower West as well, because I think it'll work. So don't get your hopes up just yet, because I know some of y'all probably look forward to seeing her more than me. When we can get around to it game night. Yeah, see, that's about the size of it.
That's exactly what it's called, Vanessa. That's what it is. When we get around to it game night.
That's not pithy enough.
Oh.
Not pithy enough. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Have a great weekend. Take care.
Bye.